Headed by a world-renowned inspirational leader, New York Times best-selling author, entrepreneur, and global humanitarian, TDJ Enterprises is educating, empowering, and entertaining people around the globe now more than ever.
TD Jakes has expanded the conversation, influencing today's mainstream culture with best-selling books, critically acclaimed plays, award-winning music, television and film, as well as record-breaking festivals and faith-filled gatherings. From his signature Woman Thou Art Loosed to Reposition Yourself, to his recent literary offering Instinct, the books that TDJ Enterprises has released have captured the attention of millions of readers, helping to inspire their creativity and guide them through some of life's toughest journeys.
TD Jakes is definitely no stranger to television, broadcasting his weekly ministry program, The Potter's Touch, which has aired several times weekly on numerous networks since 1993, reaching a global audience. He has made several appearances alongside Oprah Winfrey on a variety of her programs, including her well-known live class and interview series, Oprah's Next Chapter.
What you do is so fully on purpose that I can't imagine you doing anything else. I'm sure it's true for you.
The first time I walked on the stage, I knew that was what I was created to do.
Yeah.
Nobody is here by mistake.
Yeah.
Regardless of the circumstances of your birth, you have to realize that there is a master plan through which you play a significant part.
TD Jakes is also a frequent guest on Dr. Phil.
In 2013, TD Jakes hosted his own talk show on BET, focusing on the needs of the whole person, including a stellar lineup of celebrity guests. The Grammy Award-winning musical arm of TDJ Enterprises is Dexterity Sounds, featuring artists and writers who offer the musical soundtrack to real life, venturing into the areas of relationships, family, and personal inspiration. TD Jakes can also be heard daily on more than 130 radio stations, providing listeners with inspiration through his program, Empowering Moments.
Perhaps some of the most exciting endeavors that have come from TDJ Enterprises are the films that have been embraced by millions at the box office. With 8 films to date, including the recent hit Winnie Mandela, starring Jennifer Hudson and Terrence Howard.
Sentence is life imprisonment.
Nelson Mandela's dream of a free society. It will be kept alive. Amanda!
Hudson, along with Forrest Whitaker, Angela Bassett, and Jacob Lattimore, is also featured in a contemporary adaptation of Langston Hughes' celebrated musical, Black Nativity.
Today, we are mindful of the needs of this youth, be he in need of guidance or simply a belt to hold his loose-fitting pants up. Amen.
Amen.
On the Seventh Day is the first sequel in the Woman Thou Art Loosed franchise, which outperformed the competition on a per-screen average.
Have you dug up that root of bitterness?
The outstanding musical remake, Sparkle, featuring Jordan Sparks, wowed millions. It is Whitney Houston's final film appearance.
I made it very simple in this house. Respect, getting an education, and having a relationship with the Lord. If you can't do that, then go.
I know the Lord loves me, and He wouldn't torture me with something I want to do, can't help but do.
Sparkle, you can have a gift. It's how you use it.
Jumping the Broom is an award-winning romantic comedy that debuted as the #1 comedy and grossed nearly 7 times its budget in 2011.
This is the broom that Mike and I jumped when we got married.
But Jason and I want to start our own traditions.
It's just so ghetto. I was gonna say simple.
It's interesting when you look at Jason and Sabrina, and then when they, at the wedding, try to bring their families together, it is apparent that even though Jason and Sabrina are in love with each other, that their families are not in love with each other.
I'll break this wedding up if I have to.
Most recently released is Heaven is for Real, a story of a pastor's 4-year-old son who experiences heaven for himself. It stars Greg Kinnear and is based on the best-selling book of the same title.
They don't believe me, do they?
Some people might be afraid to believe.
He's making a difference.
Haven't we already had a glimpse of something? In the first cry of a baby, the courage of a friend, the love of a mother, a father, I see it, so I believe it.
Do you?
It is obvious that TDJ Enterprises has shifted into a lane less traveled for many faith leaders, utilizing an innovative approach to reach into the lives of millions with a message of faith and inspiration. The success has been consistent and ever-growing.
TDJ Enterprises, educating,
Empowering, and entertaining.
Engaging people where they live now and inspiring their steps forward for many years to come.